Hey friends, it's Nicole with Caleb's Mom Shop and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a everyday neutral swag wreath, something that you can hang in your home, in your office, pretty much anywhere all year long. It's super, it's neutral, so it will go with most home decors. So I thought I would record this for you. The holidays are gone. We're into Valentine's Day, but also spring. So it's time to get those everyday pieces out and in my Etsy shop. So let's go and do that. So I purchased this sign last year and I never used it. And so this is my inspiration. It's just a black and white welcome. So the color scheme for this will be black, white, and I also use some tan Deco mesh. I've already gone ahead and I've stuffed my 24-inch pine wreath swag base. You can check out the tutorial that I have I will link in the description of this video. I will also include all of the supplies that I use for this design in the description, along with some other helpful links for you all, including tools that you can find in my Amazon affiliate account. So check those out if you're interested in seeing what I use to create these pieces. So again, this is a 24-inch pine swag base, and I have used like a burlap Deco mesh, a white Deco mesh, and a black. All three are solid. They are 10-inch pieces, and I measured them 21 inches long, and I've, stuffed those. Again, you can find the full tutorial on my YouTube channel. So for this, I want this sign, I don't want it to be directly in the center. I want it a little bit above, a little more towards the top. So it's going to go about right there. And I'm just going to puncture 2 holes at the tip of this. And I know you might be concerned about ruining the sign, but because I'm going to be adding so much greenery, the greenery that will eventually like cover up where I'm attaching this. So let's do that. And they're teeny tiny holes. This little fun little tool I also got on Amazon. You can check it out. I will link this. And I use this also to puncture the holes in my metal signs that I use. It's super helpful. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 pipe cleaners. Hopefully this will fit, because again, they're teeny tiny holes. Oh yeah. Again, it's just like, you can see it a little right now, but again, once I get all of my elements and everything stuck in there, up in that wreath, you won't even be able to tell. And I was going to use those cable ties, but for this I thought, because it's not metal, it's kind of like I don't even know the material this sign is made out of. So I was fearful that if it's hung in the sun somewhere, a lot of my customers are down south, so that hot heat, I was afraid that those little wall mounts would eventually come off. So I wanted this sign secure. So that's why I'm using these. And by the wall mounts, I mean, I've used these before in past videos. Like these guys, I usually glue them, but I was afraid the glue would eventually get really hot and melt, and then the sign would fall off and I'd get an angry customer, and I don't want that. So we're gonna do it this way. All right. So again, I want it like right here. So I'm gonna lift you guys up a little. I think if you're a little above me, right, you could see what I'm doing. Right, yeah, okay. And that way I'm not in your way. And even some of that mesh, see the mesh. And there we go. We have a nice little welcome sign. Okay, now we are going to work on the bow. The bow is going to be super simple. I've decided to do these 3 ribbon. So I'm going to use a 2.5 Farrisilk, like black and white stripe ribbon. And then I have this, there's a little of that like just beige color I thought would be nice to, so it's not all black and white. And then a black and white, what is this, like 1/4 of an inch? Or 1 inch, whatever, that one. I will link the SKUs in the description. So let's do that. And I have a zip tie and floral wire. That's how I secure my bows. See, I don't even have to move it here. Woo. So again, make sure you guys are getting perfect. Okay. So I want like a bigger bow right up here, and I'm going to cut. These are really long up here, so these don't have to be. Get those out of the way. The bases I've been using lately have had super long needles, and they're just too long. So I don't want them poking out of the design. So you can go ahead and cut those, or you don't have to, but all right. So I am going to do, let's see. Yeah. I'm going to do an like a 7-inch tail. I'm going to do 2 6-inch loops, because again, this is a swag base and I don't want the bow like huge, so I want it nice and I want it there, but I don't want it to be like, whoa, bow. All right, so 2 6-inch loops. Can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't. Because again, I want to make sure. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go with this 1.5-inch ribbon. I'm going to do 2 5-inch loops. And then 2 4-inch. And there we go. See, I think it will. And then as always, I'm going to take a floral wire, and that's how I secure the bow to my wreath base. Give it a tug. And again, this is going to be filled with a bunch of greenery. I am going to be, you won't be able to see much of the deco mesh after I'm done. The deco mesh for this particular design is basically to give it fullness. You can just go ahead and start stuffing your pine base or your swag base, but I like to use the deco mesh because I mean there will be some that will be shown, but I'm going to do on the upper right hand corner. I'm going to go in and cut off some of these big needles that are in my way. Where did that get so long? There we go. Then I'm just going to take these ribbon and waterfall them down so it goes a little bit over that edge of that sign, because you don't want to cover up the welcome, but I want it to see. I'm telling you, man, these are long. Here we go, and I'm going to go and dovetail the top of the ribbons. And these Farrisilk ribbons, as always, I'm going to fold back. This one's a little too long, so we're going to... There we go. We have a nice little bow. And then I don't, yeah, we'll cut this so that the tails are out. So cut it. All right, so now we have one bow with the ribbon, which I like a lot. Let me see. And I think I'm going to put another smaller bow on this side. Yeah. Let's see what we're going to use. I think I'm just going to use the two smaller ribbon though, because this large black and white, or you know what? No, I'm going to use all three. Let's do it. So I'm going to do, so like 5 inches. No longer. 6-inch tail. Let's see, I'm going to do 2 loops at 5 inches. And this will be 4 inches. And then for that center loop, I'm just going to do 1 in the center for this. I think it's 3/4 of an inch ribbon. I'll do about 3.5 inches at the center. There we go. And again, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm loving it. Ugh. You guys are so nice, and the comments and just the kind words are just so encouraging. So thank you all for those. It's scary putting yourself out there and filming videos, but I'm glad I'm doing it, and I'm hopeful that I'm giving people ideas, or, you know, so you can learn something. Now we're done with the bow maker. Again, don't pull it too far in. These ribbons. Again, I'm just folding back the tube. And there we go. And here are just our 2 bows, which I'm loving. We might put some more ribbon through it, but right now we're going to start with the greenery. So I have decided on this green sorghum bush. I used this a lot last year and I love it. Not only is it beautiful, but it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 picks, or, you know, pieces, and you can get at least 2 out of each. So you can potentially get 16, because I when you cut them down, they're super long. So I'm not going to put this whole thing in there. That's just too long. So first I'm going to cut it down. And then I'm going to go and like this one, I'm just going to cut them down. You cut them down to your liking, whatever size you feel is going to work best for you. So like for that, so okay, I got these 2 nice pieces for that. Those are 2 individual picks off of 1 long stem. So all right, and now I'm going to start, as always, on the outside of the wreath. I'm going to go around the perimeter. Sorry. I'm going to go around the outside, starting at the top, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to like, because I'm going to use this along with this dark green. I thought those would look really good together. So come on, watch me as I do it. And with everything, I'm going to be using my glue pot. I use hot glue. So. And I'm pretty much eyeballing it. I start with the larger pieces first. Especially at the bottom. I like the bottom of my wreaths to be longer. Crazy, like going from winter and Christmas and Valentine's Day to like greenery, and it's gonna take a minute to get back in the swing of things, but I'm excited to do these everyday wreaths. Let me dovetail these. I don't know, I put on my Facebook post, I said, I kept on thinking it was ducktailing the ribbons, but it's dovetailing. So that was funny. Side note. Okay. So now, yes, I'm going to go in. What do I want to do? No, I'm going to fill some more. I'm going to do the whole perimeter with this green sorghum bush. That's what I'm going to do. Decided. And then I'll go in with that darker green. What is it? It's like a boxwood. Again, just cutting. And again, I'm just filling in the entire perimeter with this sorghum bush. Because I want that to be the base of the wreath. Very pretty. See the green? All the pretty green. Perfect. All right, now let's go in with this beautiful boxwood. And this is a push. I already pushed them up, but they push up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm just going to start filling them in between some of that lighter green. And move these along. I like it. See how that green, and I like it. I like it a lot. Now, I think I'm going to add some white roses. This kind of looks like my wedding bouquet. But yeah, I thought some white roses would, you know, why not? And then we'll add some more greenery. So I'm going to just put a few of these in. I'm also going to put, you know what? Hold the phone. Let me put these around first. These are another push. I like, yeah, we're going to put some of these too. These are, I don't know, white. They're like delicate. They're pretty. That's how they're pretty. Let's just go with it. Yes. Because again, I love the green, but we need some color. And this, I mean, well, we're gonna add a little white to it. I was debating like to do some green or yellow, but you know what? I want this to be a neutral wreath, something, you know, especially like country, farmhouse. So I'm going to put these. Go. Now, I don't know about the roses. We'll see. But I am going to go and fill in the center of the wreath with our greenery. So I'm going to cut this sorghum bush. Again, am I saying that right? Sorghum, into little pieces because they don't need to be as long. And again, I'm just going to go again, cut some more of these. Again, I'm just taking little pieces from all the greenery and I'm just moving them around, making sure. And you don't want to forget under the bow, remember, you want everything under the bow. I am going to put one of these guys, that big boxwood, under the bow. Because bows get moved around, and so you don't want your wreath like there we go. gonna add some leaves too. These again were my favorite from last year. They're Vinca. Yeah. Let's add some leaves. Yeah, I stocked up on these last year. I'm like, these are my favorite. And I hope you like them as well. It's just a good filler, I think. And it adds some like texture and yeah, look at the leaves, they're just beautiful. And they have that little spinny thing. So I'm gonna cut some of these up. I'm gonna put a little on the outside and a little in the inside, and then I'll finish with some maybe white flowers. And again, you don't need too many of these, just oh, I got some glue on my hand. Ouch. I want a little more over there. We need something right there. All right, let's see. Okay. Now I'm just going to finish up with some of these white flowers. These are my favorite. Also, I used a lot of these last year. When I find something I really like, I just stick with it. So Last year when I was like comfortable with what I liked, I stocked up, and so now this year, I mean, of course you always want more supplies, but I don't have to buy as much, which is nice. I'm just gonna add a few of these and then we're gonna be done, I think. I'm not gonna add any more ribbon. I'm just trying to break up all this green with those different white flowers. And you know what, I guess I'm not gonna use the roses, but you know what, that's okay. We'll use that in a different design. Because I got to cover up that little from when I pinned it.
You're getting dressed?
In a minute. I have to get Caleb dressed. Dad's watching him for a little bit while Mom does a video. So we gotta make this snappy. All right, guys, here it is. Our everyday welcome neutral swag design, which will be perfect literally year round. Lots of greenery, a few, you know, white flowers, some, you know, leaves. But yeah, this is what we have. As always, please leave me a comment, ask any questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much, so much for taking a few days, keep on saying that, okay, not days, taking a few moments out of your busy day to spend it with me as I do something that I love so much, and that's create beautiful designs for you all. If you are interested in a design, you can check out my Etsy shop, calebsmomshop.etsy.com. The link is in my bio. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thank you and have a very great day, and we will chat soon. All right, bye-bye.